What is in common between a fake cape and the Imperial Group brand? We've got shoes here. It's management by wearing out your shoes. Actually, it's not true. I think it's Robert Jellicoe's response to a shrinking market. In Morocco, it's shrinking. Here, in Madagascar, they tried to develop a new product line, safety shoes. Is that the theme of the presentation, Robert? In July last year, I had a conversation with Robert Sanders that went a bit like that. I say, Pierre, I've got a problem. My seventh language is French, and only when I swear. I need you to go and have a look at what we're going to try to do in Madagascar and Ivory Coast. And would you like to go? And say, yeah, okay, we'll go there. And what has happened is, it's probably not a coincidence, but I've never experienced such a rapid and deep implementation of a short period of time, both for Ivory Coast and for Madagascar. It must have to do something with the culture of ITG. And when I try to put my finger on it, these three things that comes out is first enthusiastic leaders at the helm of each of the plants or in each of the regions. Resourceful continuous improvement teams where they actually add people for the implementation, and willing management. And here today, we've got the three represented here with the two people that I've got a privilege of introducing. First one is Robert Jellicoe, who's the lead factory manager for the Central African and Indian Ocean region. He's trying to oversee six factories: Reunion, Madagascar, Congo-Brazzaville, Central African Republic, Chad, and Gabon. So in some places where the French foreign minister would tell you not to go to, but that's what he does. I'm not going to praise Robert because he doesn't like that, but you're going to experience his management style, where he actually gives autonomy to his leaders. In other words, he's going to be here having fun looking at Jackie having all the sweat. And that's the management style. And then Robert will be holding the props, having fun when Jackie is going to produce the presentation. Jackie is a transfuge from continuous improvement department into operations management. I don't know if he's been promoted because he doesn't like mission-directed work team, or because he's been so successful so far at rolling out the program, and we'll see that now. Today, I've asked Jackie to put a presentation that we would remember. And they've got an interesting message to communicate. Robert doesn't speak French or Malagasy. All the charts are in Malagasy, and all the vernacular is in Malagasy. Sorry, the charts are in French. So we've got three languages. He committed himself to do the next multi-level meeting to do his presentation in Malagasy. But right now, the power of what Jackie is going to introduce to you is visual management can actually transcend the language barrier. Over to you.
Thank you, Pierre. Hello, everybody. So, as Pierre said, we have some topics on this presentation, but mainly it is based on visual management. It's okay? So yes, to do this we need our safety shoes. Yes, it is a real case. In each factory we can see that. On the left you have data in the Excel file. It is a common practices. And on the right you have a visual management board. So the question is, what is the best way to do it? That's it. You can see there some of inconvenient or advantage to use the computer or to use visual management. But let's see the picture above. Do you know this? It is a football match. So in the middle you have a referee. Okay? It is a Madagascar player footballs. And the referee speak only Chinese. Okay? So, but you know, everybody knows what is a red card. And everybody knows what does it means. So our choice is to use visual management to improve our system and our business. Yes, as an information, we start only the MBU process in February 2016. So we have only 9 months of practices in this. There is a first training that we have done with CDI support. It is maybe in February, I think. And we touch 22% of our workers during this first session training. And 2 months later, all of our employees is trained in how to use a visual management. It is the first things that we do before to start MBU's process. Yes, in parallel, the management leadership team has a thinking too about following our mission. What is our orientation? And after, we translate it as a vision. All of the guys who are sharing it told about vision and value. So it is the first time to translate it as a vision. And after, implement through the system. It is an MBU. And after, in order to drive a business result by using a visual management. Like you see me, I use the visual management for me to present to my MBUs. And it is the same thing on the presentation. So, in our finding and learning, we believe that visual management change the behavior for the people. One of example is from spectator to actor. Because at the beginning, when we start MBUs, everybody think MBUs is only a meeting, a 10 minutes that is spent at the beginning of a shift. It is our situation at the beginning. But now, a majority knows that MBUs it start and finish at the beginning and at the end of the shift. So you can see it, these ladies, between the shift. She found an opportunity to improve their MBUs. She take an action directly on the board. And you can see too, with the visual management, we used our values. You can see the company's values during the presentation of Bertrand. So each action that we take inside the factory, we try to have a link with our values or our vision. It is a great change in terms of behavior in the people. So, as a visual management, we change the setup of the factories. In the entrance, we have a big board to show what is our vision and what is our values. And after you continue to go on the factory, we have a safety board. Again, it is a visual management because we told about safety, of course. For example, here we have a communication about our number of LTA in the factory. A big recognition because we achieved 1,000 days without accident. So everybody is proud of this. And we can see also if we have a plan of SHE training. Because in Imperial, safety first, safety first, safety first. And after, we continue to try to use the visual management to do the induction or a basic training on the shop floor. We didn't do it on the training room, but directly on the shop floor. You have a new guys, welcome, come in. That is our internal rules, and we explain it directly on the shop floor by using the visual management. Of course, it is the same for the training on the production line, for example, with SOPs, with a standard, and so on. What is it? I would like to take a few minutes on this because I have a small story on these pictures. This picture, this photo is very important for us after to implement an MBU process. Because here is the name of MBUs, FANEVA. It means, in general, a flag. But in reality, it is a pilot. That it means. So on these MBUs, we have the older production line, maybe 20 years old in the factory. And the average of the worker too, it is old, because it is around 45 or 42 years ago. So, before, when we start MBU, this team work in 3 shifts, and they have a difficulty to reach their target since more years before. And we found they adopt for the situation. And when we start to implement MBUs, the first remark is, why? Why we need to implement MBUs? Because our machinery is very old, we are older, so we need to change. So it is a big challenge for us to convince the team to adopt, to involve in this process. But after 6 months, the line improved. Systematically, they achieved the production volume each day. And after, they changed the organization because they work only in 2 shifts to do the same thing that we need before 3 shifts to do in. So it is important for us because it is an example concrete of the element in our vision, a proud people. That's a little story about this thing. So, again, use the tools, go and see on the shop floor. Yes, here we can show for example, in terms of quality, we measure something in each level of MBUs, but at the end, for example, in level 3, we can show all of these measures it used to sustain and improve our quality product. Yes, here we can see one red, more red in terms of visual management. When we talk about red, it is not good. Green is good, but at the end, the result is good. So yes, too. MBUs is not only for the production line or maintenance department. Everybody and each department used MBU as a tools to improve their activities. You can see it engineering, supply chain, HR, of course, they used it, and especially finance, because finance used Excel file. But here they used MBU2 to conduct, to drive a daily and a daily's activity. So visual management and MBUs is for all of activities, is not only on the production line or maintenance department. Here, especially, you can see our MBU level 3. Yes, we use the same thing, the same board, the same standard in terms of sample. You can see it, the agenda, safety KPIs, quality KPIs, speed KPIs, cost KPIs. And in the right side, we can see for example, here, a master plan for the factory in 2 and 3 years. Here too, you can see a skills matrix of all of the team in the factory, and everybody can go to the BU3 room to show what are doing in the factory in terms of all things that it's on the factory.
So if this piece of, what's it called, raffia, is in your row, please, that row, hold it. Each one of you hold it. I've not done this before, so bear with me. Jackie.
Sorry.
So visual management. It's only as good as you make it, and it's only as good as you interact with it. Where's my piece of string there? Okay. So the guys on the end, hold it tight. Don't pull me off, we don't want an LTA. Okay, you know what an LTA is? It's a lost time accident. We don't have those in Madagascar. We have the record in APEC.
Yeah.
So, can everybody feel this? No. Why is that? Because it's only the guy in the front that's holding it tight. And it's only leading me to you three people in these rows. So usually this is how we operate factories. You know, we don't see the supervisor. And the supervisor then goes down to the team or the operators on the shop floor. So the message or the KPIs are not getting down. So if I now take my scissors. Give me my scissors. fun. This is what fun's all about, isn't it? So, all those guys at the end, you take that, you take that, you take that, and you take that, Sam. You're a good leader. There's 3. Now, the other guys, it's going to take a bit of a while. How long have we got? 30 minutes. Thank you. Hold that, Jackie. We're going to do this once, eh? Where's the other one?
How is running with the scissors not
That's the first time I see Rob running.
Coming over your heads, where's your glasses? Okay, I'm going to go down the middle here. I like Jeremy Oliver. Have you ever heard of Jeremy Oliver? There you go. I'll come and get you. Okay, so this piece of string. Tired? So, now imagine these pieces of string are touching my pupils. They are, literally. And I'm going to tell you, how many felt that? More than 3, eh? So, visual management. Now, it gets out to everybody in the factory, not just to the supervisor, everybody. And the next slide will show you that using visual management as a tool helps you cascade out further and gets your employees engaged. Well done.
Thank you, Rob. So, yes, we used a multi-level meeting. It is a monthly. In these opportunities, we share our success and feedback coming in the shop floor, our realization, and it's an opportunity too to recognize our people on what they have to win in the month. And in the same time, it's an opportunity to escalate directly some issues on the factory to the leadership team. That's why you used this channel in our communication. For information, we are in our third MLM now. We can see during the multi-level meeting too, the link, as Rob explained, the goal alignment, what is the mission, what we need to do in terms of vision, and what is the business result. So each of us share the realization, and after the question is, do we have a link, direct link, in the business result? The answer is yes, yes, yes. So at the end, we define some key area focus. To make it smart, we choose 1 or 2 topics in safety, 1 or 2 topics in services, 1 or 2 topics by cost. It is a round of categories of KPIs, QSCP. And we define what is the next step. So, as Pierre said, Rob didn't speak Malagasy. I didn't speak very well English, but after visual management, we have the same thinking on what happened in the factory. It is very important. So, what is our learning? It's easy to have involvement of a team if each and all thing is clear and all information is available. It is more easy to take care. And the visual management influences the behavior of the people. So, to use this, again with the safety shoes, the interaction is more positive. It is a big thing. The proximity of a reality, for example, issues or problems, is effective. And we can have a direct link between a business result following the visual management and fact. So, our solution, implementation of MBU process, go and see, less computer and more safety shoes. It is a thanks in Malagasy.